plan. Oh, we're live. It's calm. We say my people's your boy Jason and my brother from another mother, Joe. It's a J and J podcast episode 2. We've been saying my people and we've been saying Joe.
Oh, bro, excited for tomorrow, man. We haven't had football in a while. I'm excited.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be
18 days,
good.
man. 18 days, bro. It's been a bit of a madness. I can't even lie. So, bro, it's just like, fam. It's been like since Burnley in it.
Yeah.
Burnley in it. So like, yeah, it's been long. It's been so
Yeah,
long.
and also that game was a bit boring. So we're hoping for a better performance this week. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's just mad. Like, honestly, yeah, it's been mad because obviously the players have been a bit more refreshed. Yeah, by going to Dubai. I think they've been going to Dubai. I think for a few weeks. And then
They went to Dubai for 2 weeks, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like I'm pretty sure they're going to be a bit more, even though the squad looks a bit thin. So I'm pretty sure that it's just going to be, it's going to be the players are going to feel a bit more refreshed by today. So obviously we're taking on Wolves, and it's going to be a pretty tough game as well. Obviously they conceded like 15 goals in the league, and it's been half a season right now, so it's going to be a really tough game. What do you think about the game tomorrow?
It's going to be interesting. No Adama Traore. I think they're going to come out strong. It's Wolves. So whenever we play them, they tend to surprise us. They always tend to surprise us. However, saying that, it's going to be a different Wolves side. There's going to be no Adama Traore. Like, the front line is like looking a bit thin, but you still have the regular danger men. You still have Ruben Neves. You still have João Moutinho. They can hit hard. That's the thing. They can hit hard, but weirdly, I don't know why, but I feel confident. I feel like we can snap.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I'll feel the same, but I mean, Adama Traore, I don't think it will make a difference because I feel like their key players will be Ruben Neves and João Moutinho, man. Then as long if we take care of the midfield, then it will be fine. But it's still a tough game. Like, obviously, like over the years since they've been promoted, we've only beaten them once. We've literally been beating them once out of the last 6-7 games, so it's not going to be an easy game. I mean, to be fair, last season we should have beaten them. We went to Molineux and we lost 2-1. We got like 9 men.
Yeah, I
got sent off, and we could have won that game. We had so many chances whatsoever, but we just didn't take those chances. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I can't forget that game anytime soon.
Huh?
I'll never forget that. I can't forget that game anytime soon. That's for sure.
I can't. It's just mad. But I remember Pepe scoring like a banger or something in that game. It was just mad. It was literally mad. I can't lie. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a really tough game. Like, who are you like properly like very like worried about and stuff, like in terms of the Wolves players and stuff?
Do you know what? At the moment, no one really springs to mind. It's mainly Ruben Neves. Like, I feel like he could bully our midfield. That's what I'm worried about. When it comes to Neves versus Odegaard, I don't know. I look at Neves and he looks like a bit of a bully on there. But also João Moutinho, he's got that experience as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
He may be. I think he's 36, I believe.
Yeah, 36.
36.
He's still got it. He's still got it in him, man.
Still got it. Yeah, that's a player. Yeah, to be 36 years of age, and I think he only joined the Premier League at 33, and to still play like that. To play like that in the fastest league in the world, quality, absolute quality.
Absolutely quality as well, man. And even their defense as well, are absolutely mad. So that's the thing. We need to be a bit more worried about that. And I mean, to be fair, like we got on our side, like positive is like Granit Xhaka, obviously. And I'm not the biggest fan of Granit Xhaka, but as in we need him, as in the midfield right now. He's one of the best midfielders that we have at the moment in this club. And Thomas Partey's coming back as well.
Yep, I think his 1 game suspension's over.
Yeah, because he was suspended against Burnley, so I think Xhaka and Partey is coming back for this game, and that's going to be. I think that's going to be a big boost because over the last few months, over January we were lacking midfielders and stuff like that. So for them to come back, it will be like probably is probably is vital, absolutely vital, man. Honestly.
Yeah, of course.
Hi, Barony, by the way. Subscribe. Hi, lads. You good? You good? Hope you're well. I just saw the thing. Yeah, she popped on. But yeah,
Varuni. Shout out to Varuni. How are you?
big up, big up, big up. How you doing? Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Varony. Means a lot. Means a lot. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Another subscriber, by the way. Thank you very much. But yeah, honestly, getting back to that, obviously with Xhaka and Partey. Yeah, it's really vital because obviously that's our basically a best pair. That's basically a best midfield partnership, and it's just like, you know what, it is nerve. Like obviously we need to sign a midfielder this summer as well, but of what we have right now, that's the best we have, and obviously with the partnership that we have, actually, it's just like the partnership that Partey and Xhaka have is, you know, is they're doing well. They're doing really well so far. Actually, you know, they had I think it was 5 out of 7 wins. So
Yeah.
you know what, it's still solid, isn't it? So I can't lie. Man like Benji, you know, cheese colours, man. You know, I say you're a United fan, innit? But big up, man. What are you saying? Oh my gosh.
Oh, speaking of Man United, since Benji's here, why don't we speak about Man United and their performance yesterday, eh?
Dead team, you know. Dead team. They're
Wow.
actually so dead, fam. I can't even lie. They're so trash. I thought we were gonna be bad in it, but they're in disarray, man. I'm not even joking, man.
The
And
thing is,
yeah,
the one thing is, let's actually give credit where credit is due. Man United in the first half absolutely destroyed Burnley, but it's Burnley, so it's expected. That second half, absolutely terrible. Like I've never
they
seen
always have a
a
one
top
half
four
anyway.
club. Yeah, never seen a top four club go to a bottom league team and do that bad. Like absolutely horrible. Yeah,
It's
this
mad.
is a Gunners podcast, but you know
Of course,
we
obviously
talk
it
about
does.
football.
Now it is a Gunners podcast, obviously, like on a level, but this kind of like links towards us anyway in terms of our top 4 aspirations as well. And this kind of like, obviously Wolves is kind of in the mix as well because they're like 2 points behind us, and obviously this game is absolutely vital for tomorrow. Tomorrow's game is actually a big game because if Wolves win, they go above us, and then we move down to
Yes.
8th, and that is absolutely that is a must-win game actually. And we've played Wolves like twice this month. So what we're gonna say is, I think whoever's competing in the top 4 race here, it's gonna be a good battle. Like Benji just said, like top 4's gonna be mad. West Ham, Tottenham, Man United, us, and Wolves, 5 of them. And there's not much things separates us, innit? Obviously, games in hand.
Yeah.
Obviously, I feel like back in the day, like back in like December and stuff. Yeah, I would say games in hand. I mean, the points on board is much more better than games in hand. But I'll say I'd rather have the points than games in hand because it's more pressure as well. And obviously this week, in the weekend we meant to be facing Chelsea, but then the what's it called? Then the Club World Cup, innit? They won 1-0 today, as well as we got another game off as well against Liverpool, and that is basically off. So yeah, we have like a good rest as well.
However, saying that we have a good rest, but we will have a lot of games crunched up together now. That's our only issue, because we'll have like games on like Saturdays and then Tuesdays and then like Sundays and Wednesdays.
Cool.
That's the issue now.
Yeah, but still, we're waiting for players to come back as well, like Tomiyasu as well. There's a few injuries down here in our squad, but we're waiting for them to come back. That's the most vital part because we need more players, more senior, experienced players as possible. You know, that's the most important thing. And then I mean, obviously, with that game in mind, tomorrow is going to be like I'm shaking tomorrow. I can't lie. As much as obviously, like Wolves, they're really good defensively, solidly defensively, but at the level I can see they can't really score that much goals. You know, they don't really score as much goals. And looking at our away record is not that great. I can't lie. Our away record is not amazing. I think we lost like how many games have we lost? 5 games. 5 games already in the away from home so far this season.
Yep.
And I'm not really as confident. I can say and we haven't really been scoring as much goals recently, and all I can see, like I would say, obviously I would be backing my team at the moment. I would say, I would say, I would back us to win. I would back us to win, obviously, but I wouldn't be surprised if Wolves win like a goal to a nil, like 1-0, like 1-0, shut up shop, park the bus, because that's what they are. And man,
Yeah.
and obviously, like over the last few months, December and January, they have been winning. I think they've been unbeaten in like five to seven games. Like clean sheets, left, right, center. Manager have been winning Manager of the Month awards, and yeah, man. But they lost to Norwich in the weekend, 1-0. So that could be a little bit. They can be got out. You never know.
That's the thing. Like we can't really say. Here's the thing: stats are stats. At the end of the day, they can really change. One game can change everything. And the thing is that we're going into Wolves a bit demoted. Like as fans, we're a bit demoted at the moment because we didn't bring anyone in January. We let a lot of players out in January. There's just a lot of animosity right now. And there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. But the thing is that as fans, we just need to back our club at the moment. Just back them till the end of the season. There's nothing we can do now. We're in no trophies. All we want is top 4 right now. So let's just back them till the end of the season, and then we see what happens there. Because right now, at the end of the day, right now we've got games in hand. We're gonna be having games in hand. Yeah. And the thing is, our chances of getting top 4 are still good right now.
Still good, yeah. I can't deny that. Like honestly, I can't really deny that. Like top, we're in a good place. We've been in a good place. But however, squad is basically thin as it is. Like it was really thin. But however, we can. The good thing about us is that we have a squad where certain players can play in certain positions. We have more versatility. You know what I mean? We can say that Pepe can play up front, and that's what I really want to. This is what I really want to see, or just behind Lacazette, or maybe.
That's where the next question comes up. So Wolves versus Arsenal tomorrow. Who starts up front? I think we already know the answer. Who's going to start up front? But who would you want to start up front?
For the Wolves game, I would say Lacazette. I would still play Pepe on the right, and then put Saka on the left, and Martinelli can. If the game doesn't progress, right, I will bring on Martinelli as well from the bench or ESR. We still have a little bit of options. That's a good sign actually. So what about yours?
Yeah, I would 100% start Martinelli up front, and the reason for that is because my vision is Smith Rowe on the left, Saka on the right, Odegaard in the cam, and Martinelli up front. Purely because we see Lacazette. He plays actually really good football. He holds the ball up in the middle of the pitch, lets everyone run forward, and then gets it to the widths or gets it to Odegaard. Sorry. However, the problem is with Lacazette, he can't retreat back to the striker position. With Martinelli's work rate, he can. So say Martinelli holds up the ball towards just outside the edge of the box or further out, he can get it off and then go right back into the box. So that's what I would like to see. I really want to see Martinelli, Saka, and Smith Rowe as our front 3. Yeah. And the reason why I want Saka on the left, Smith Rowe on the left, because we've had a lot where he's ran down the left and he's pinged a perfect ball in, pinged a perfect pass into our strikers or our midfielders. Yeah. Every single time. The first one that comes into my head is that Aubameyang goal back in the North London derby. Easily ran all the way from the halfway line straight off and then got that beautiful ball into Aubameyang. Yeah. Bang, 2-0. So I would keep Smith Rowe in there. The thing is with Pepe, I think as I said in the previous podcast, I do agree with you. He is a quality player.
I think he's such a vital player. From now to the end of the season, I feel like he's like a secret weapon that Mikel Arteta needs to utilize. Obviously,
I think.
coming from
Yeah.
the
Sorry.
bench
Yeah.
as well, like you need to use him. Like you have no excuses not to use him because we have nothing, no one there, like even there, unless we
Mm,
want to try and use other youngsters as it is. So it's just mad.
yeah. The thing is that with Pepe, it's a bit of a hit and miss because I've defended Pepe quite a few times, right? Because I've said no matter what you say, that left foot of his is absolute quality.
Yes, it's
Like
quality. I'm telling you right now.
he takes a shot, it's absolute end game. That is going top left hand corner beautifully. However, saying that, I
Yeah.
believe Pepe is very inconsistent though. He has a great game one game, and then the next
Mm.
game he's just gone missing.
Now, I
So
mean, to be fair, honestly, I'll kind of disagree with that because with the amount of games that Saka has like throughout the whole team, like like Saka has content. He has been playing consistently over like a certain period, right? If Pepe had that period, he would have had more goals and assist output. And I firmly believe that because last season he did the job as well. So why can't he do
but
it? Like,
Pepe did have a good run of games at the start, but he just didn't perform. I think like the one that I really remembered was against Norwich, right at the beginning of the season, 1-0. I was at the clock end, and
yeah,
I could just see he just didn't like. It was Norwich, and he
come on,
just
man.
did
It's still
not perform.
it's fine. Like they can have poor games as it is, but
They can have
yeah,
poor
but he's been.
games, but when it comes to a team like Arsenal, you need to take every opportunity you
I
can.
mean,
And
Saka
the
did play
perfect.
some games. Saka had like poor games as well, so we can't really discount that for like one player
But
to
I feel
another.
like even games that Saka doesn't play well, he still made opportunities.
I
That's
mean,
the thing.
I'll retract that actually with Pepe as well. Whenever he's not playing well, for example, I would say Crystal Palace game, he was dog shit. I can't lie. Like I can criticize
Mm.
players, I can praise players as well, but he did he can get he did get an assist out of nowhere to Aubameyang out of nowhere. He still has it. He literally still has it, but I'm just like he can turn on a game like that. That's the thing. That's why
Mm.
his goals and assist output is ridiculous, man. I'm not even joking, man. I just feel like he just needs a consistent run of games from now
That is
to end
true.
of the season, and that's what
No,
I'm
yeah, of
saying.
course. Yeah, like that's the thing with a player like Aubameyang. No, not Aubameyang. He's gone. A player like Pepe, there's a reason why he was worth 75 mil. That's the thing. Like
Absolutely, he's been
we've
tearing
got
up.
a like that's the thing. I agree with you in a sense that he does need a run of games, but I do disagree that he is a vital player because I haven't got that feeling out of Pepe where I'm like, right, I'm confident he's going to change the game for us. I've never had that feeling with Pepe. I've had confidence that he can do something for us and like do something for the team, but I've
Yeah,
never had that feeling where I could be like, right, he can change the game. Never had that feeling with him. But that's
I
the
would say
thing.
the same actually. Literally, I would say the same. There's certain moments that he has. He's like a moment. I would say whenever he hasn't had the best of games, he's just more of a moments player. If you know what I mean,
Mm,
and that is actually a really good thing for us actually. So even though the team is not playing, we need something out of the game, and he's absolutely vital to do that in terms of like
mm,
getting a goal out of somewhere or getting an assist out of nowhere. Like certain games he has been poor. He has been frustrating, but I can't deny the goals and assist outputs that he has been producing. And even last year, the amount of criticism that he has received, he still scored six. He scored like 16 goals and 10 assists last season. But that's I'm only including. I think it was at 10 goals. Was it 10 goals in the league actually last season? I mean,
Last season, I believe last season I believe he got 15 or 16 goals and assists last season.
yeah,
He ended
Pepe.
on quite high. Yeah, because I
Yeah,
remember last season he finished quite strong. He scored 2 goals against Brighton at the end of the season,
and he scored
and
scored against Palace, isn't it?
yeah, and against Leicester. So they had like quite a good run of games.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at the market value actually. Look, I'll show you. I'm gonna share my screen actually. Yeah. What am I gonna say? Share
Careful,
my.
there's nothing bad on there.
Whoops. I'm just gonna quick. I mean, to be fair, like when you see his stats here, so I'm accept all. Yeah. Whereabouts is it? Share screen. No, I'm not. Nah, it's all good. I turn that back. I turn that back. So according to that time, yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna share my screen. I'm not gonna lie, but still, history settings. Yeah, you never know.
Oh, you
I'm
never
joking. I'm
know,
joking.
man. You
I'm
never
messing.
know.
I'm messing. I'm messing. I'm
Hey,
messing.
we're only on episode 2, man. We can't have any scandals or anything at the moment. We've got to still hold off.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, like obviously, I was looking at transfer market. He's actually, I was just looking at the transfer market right now. He says he's literally worth like 27 million now. That's mad. His value has dropped significantly, man. That's by like 50 million. That is mad.
Yeah,
That is
27
actually
mil.
mad. I can't lie. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
even know, like,
nothing. It's literally
huh?
nothing, man. That's the thing. It's nothing. Like 27 mil is nothing compared to the 75 mil we paid for him.
Yeah, no, true. That's a bit. It's a bit damning, but you know, like obviously we need to cut our losses sometimes, isn't it? But
Well,
by
cutting our losses, brother. We've 196 million worth of players we've let go for free.
oh yeah, to be
196
fair,
million. We cannot
that's
be
how
cutting
badly
losses anymore.
we can't do that.
No more.
I mean, that's how badly run we are. We're still paying Lille right now. We're still paying Lille at 4. We're paying Lille at 14 mil a season, I think, isn't it?
Mm.
It's at 14 mil a season. That's a bit wow. That's a
Yeah,
bit
because
mad.
by the end of his contract, we would have paid off his entire wages.
Yeah, that's actually mad. That's actually mad. I can't lie, but honestly, like I feel like the price tag actually is kind of like says it all, or like define. If he was like 30 million player, if it was like a 40 million player, like say for example, we bought him for like 40 or 30, but like people will be lauding him, man. It's just like the price
Mm.
tag that it's just been putting on, but it's not his fault. Like if you know what I mean, it's not
Yeah.
his fault. This, I feel like with his during his stint in the Premier League anyway, I felt like it was average. I can't lie, he has been a bit average, but
Yeah.
he still has that play. There is a player on him. I feel like under a different manager, I would say he would be like a top quality signing. I feel like under Wenger, man, he will kill it. Okay,
Yeah.
I can see it. I feel like it's just a system as well. Like I don't know if he suits the system
Yeah.
or
I think.
whatever
I
Mikel
think.
Arteta.
Yeah. Another thing with Arteta's system is that he's very like he makes his players work like twice as hard in defending as much as attacking.
Yeah.
So with Pepe, sometimes he tends to not want to run all the way back.
No, yeah, of course not. He's not the type of player that he would do that.
Yeah.
I feel like Pepe would work with the overlapping right back. I don't think he would work with Tomiyasu because he doesn't really overlap as much.
Yeah.
If it was like who was that? Maitland-Niles, Ainsley. If he was working with Ainsley,
Yeah. Yeah.
bang, he's gone. That would be a sick partnership, man. I still regret that. Like he's gone. Like I'm a bit gutted that he's gone anyway. I feel like he would do a job as like a backup right back or like a right back here. And then
I mean,
Tomiyasu.
there's no option to buy for Maitland-Niles, is there? For Roma.
No, it's not.
There
It's,
isn't.
it's just a straight loan. It's a
Yeah,
straight
so
loan to the end of the season, actually.
I can see him coming back. I can't see. I
I wouldn't
can't
say
see
I
Arteta letting him
can't.
go.
I can't see that. I
I
definitely
can't
can't
see.
see it. I can't
Yeah,
see
I
him
can't
coming
see.
back.
No,
He
leaving.
wants his leave for more football anyway. So that's the thing. So you know what? Wherever he goes, best of luck, man. And literally, he deserves to play more, man. That's the thing.
Do you know what?
It's
I
just
just
sad.
hope. I hope to God that he goes to Roma, does an absolute madness, shows Arteta what he's worth.
But he still wouldn't do it because
Honestly,
Arteta's a stubborn bastard, man. I'm not even gonna lie. He's so stubborn, bro. He's such an arrogant guy, bro. I can't lie. I can see it. The amount of players that amount of players that he has fallen out with, man, is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But it's crazy. But that is
I
mad.
think. I don't know. I feel like Aubameyang will be the last player Do you know why? It's because I feel like Aubameyang will be the last player that he falls out with. Because now I'll tell you why. Because this is now his squad. This is his squad now. Like players like Aubameyang, Ozil, they were never his players. All right.
I mean, to be fair, Aubameyang was his player because he signed a new contract under him. So I would say that.
Okay, let's be honest. Let's be honest, right? If you were offered 350,000 a week, you're not going to turn it down, are you?
Yeah, but who offered it to him? Who offered it to him? Is it Mikel Arteta? Isn't it Mikel Arteta who offered it to him?
It'll be Mikel Arteta and Edu.
Yeah, so that is under him. So what are you talking about?
The thing is that like it what was his other options? His other option was Barcelona, and he would have had to take a wage cut.
Yeah, he took a wage cut right now. He literally took a wage cut right now.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, at that time,
there were quite a few. There were quite a few clubs who were offering for him. There were quite a few,
but they weren't willing. But they weren't willing to offer him 350k a week. And the reason why people weren't willing to offer that is because at the time he was 31 years of age.
I mean, are you talking about when he signed the contract, right?
When he signed the contract,
after the FA Cup final, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were many clubs who were after him, actually.
Yeah, there were many clubs that were after him, but they weren't willing to give him 350k a week.
So we didn't have to do that.
No, we didn't.
We didn't have to do that. That's the thing. So why did we do it? It's under Mikel Arteta's thing.
No, but okay.
It's still under Mikel Arteta's thing.
If we let Aubameyang go after basically, and I will admit this with a full heart, basically carrying us to the FA Cup final and to win the FA Cup, if we didn't give him a new deal, the bloody Emirates Stadium would be burnt down by now. Because every single one of us would have been like, why did he not give him a new deal? Even after the Community Shield as well.
What? It's still under Arteta, man. It's still under Arteta. I'm not even joking, bro. It's not like I didn't want him anyway, blah blah blah. Like he would be daft to like basically like sign into a new contract. All of us wanted him to sign a new contract. It would make it's still under his decision. That's the thing, innit? It's still under. That's basically his player as well. I would say that people who did sign on the contracts under his players are Mikel Arteta's players as well, because they signed contracts under him. If you know what I mean, we can still say that. That's the thing. I know. So that was his player as well. So I feel like the only players that not exactly his players are Lacazette, because obviously he signed under Wenger and he still hasn't signed a contract. Who else was it? Who else? Well, what else am I saying? Probably Lacazette or Bernd Leno. Yeah, I like Bernd.
Leno, yeah.
Yeah, Leno. Yeah. Who else was it? El Neni. Yeah, it's only like a handful actually. It's like a handful. Even Pepe as well.
Yeah, because Tierney signed a deal under Arteta. I believe Martinelli signed a deal under Arteta as well.
Yeah, Saka did. Saka, obviously, that's his.
Saka did. Or did Martinelli sign a new deal under Emery?
No, Arteta. Because
it was under Arteta, wasn't it?
Saka, he signed for Emery anyway, but he signed for Arteta. He signed a new contract under Arteta when Saka signed like a week later.
Yeah.
So yeah. So most of it, barring like 4 or 5 players, are that's basically his squad. So
right now it's fully his squad aside
exactly.
From
so he has no excuses to do that, man. He has no excuses to mess up. Then if he does mess up,
fair play. He's fully stamped his foot onto the squad. That is his squad now.
Yeah, that is his squad. So it's mad, isn't it? So I feel like we still should have addressed a few things in the summer, actually. Like I still feel like we should have addressed the front side. I feel like Ben White should have been like. I don't think it's needed. Like 50 minutes, it's not that needed. We should have been putting that money in front of the things that is needed.
The thing is, so with Ben White, obviously he's still young. He's very versatile as well. He can play holding midfielder, centre back, right back. Very versatile player. So I don't know. I think, in a sense, I think he's starting to show his true colors, like as a footballer. But, I think the one thing with Ben White as well is he says it honestly and truthfully. Like I remember when he came out and he was just like, I don't actually watch football. I just play
That's
football.
bollocks, bro. He's still
Like,
stupid though. But it's honesty. But you know what?
mate,
Give
I
it to him.
don't see why that's stupid. I'm like, you know
It
what?
is
Even as
stupid, bro.
like
Like, you
Even
meant to be
Ian Wright
watching
said,
football, fam. Huh?
Even Ian Wright said, fair play. Like, just be straight up honest. Like, I don't,
I
because
mean,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of people
I
would say,
respect his honesty, but I respect his honesty, but I'm just like a footballer not studying his actually opponents, but it's a bit stupid. Like, is it? I found that
no,
stupid.
no, he probably did study up football, but he just doesn't watch football consistently. Like when he goes home, like I don't think that's an issue. Like I really don't think that's an issue. If you don't want to watch football, that's fine.
Yeah,
Like I respect that honestly. Like when you're honest with people, then people
yeah.
can see and just be like, right,
I rate his honesty, but I'm just like a footballer not watching football is just a bit like it's a bit meh. It's a bit
it is
strange.
a bit weird.
It's so
But
weird. Even Hector Bellerin said that. To be fair, I can't lie, but he's a fashion icon in it now. Jesus Christ,
yeah,
doing catwalks
good
here
old
in Milan.
Hector
That's
Bellerin, the Spanish guy from Croydon. Who would have
Spanish.
thought?
Jesus Christ, like, boy. But anyways, yeah, just moving back to the Wolves game. Actually, like obviously, like, what would be your ideal formation and your team that will be saying? Like,
Right, so I would stick with a 4-2-3-1. Obviously we've got to keep Ramsdale in goal. Um, obviously I think he's got the second highest clean sheets in the Premier League right now.
yeah,
So definitely keep him in there. Right back, this is a bit of an issue. So Tomiyasu is still not fit, is he? He's still not fit.
yeah.
So
No, I mean to be fair, I said that. He said that like on today. He was like, oh, he's on like training as well. So he's on training. He's been training for like a couple of days now, but he's not going to be in risks. No, he wants to
yeah,
be. I feel like Arteta was like saying that he needs to be like risk like carefully. Like you don't want to risk it, but he may have to come in regardless. And Cedric is a bit doubtful. I think, not too sure.
yeah. So at the moment at right back I play Ben White because every
Yeah,
time he's played right back, I think he's done quite solid. It's been quite a solid play. He loves to run forward, so I think right back is actually a very suitable position for him.
yeah.
But nevertheless, I'll go with him on right back. Then I'll play Holding as our right centre back and Gabriel left centre back. Kieran as our striker.
Kieran, Tierney.
Kieran as our left back. Sorry, as our left back. My mind just went somewhere else. Kieran as our left back. Sorry. Our two holding midfielders. At the moment,
Hold on. So you didn't say the centre backs. So Ramsdale's your
yes,
goalkeeper, and then Ben White is your right back, and then left
Holding
back
and Gabriel.
Holding Gabriel,
Yeah,
and then Tierney, right?
yeah.
Right,
And then say that again.
midfield.
Yeah, so midfield I would have Partey and Lokonga because I don't think we actually have anyone else. Because
We've got Xhaka
I
back.
think no, Xhaka's not back yet.
Yeah, he's back.
He had a straight red, so isn't it 3 games?
No, got his back. He says that in TV news. He says that he's back. Yeah, Xhaka is back actually.
I'll probably get another red card. I'll keep Lokonga. I'll keep Lokonga
Okay,
right
fair
now.
enough. That's all right then.
I don't know. I feel like Lokonga tends to strike in some games, and I don't know. There's something about Lokonga where I want to. I'd play him right now at the moment.
Now I would say that. I mean, recently I feel like he has been a bit dodgy. I can't lie, but
The thing is,
to be fair, he's young though. He's pretty young. So
yeah, and not only that, he stepped up in the last few games. Like he's been the only guy that we could play. So I feel like to bring in Xhaka and Partey now that they're back straight on.
Now play
Like,
Jack Wilshere,
I think that's a bit.
number 12, Jack Wilshere.
Number 12, Jack Wilshere. God.
Of course, man. Come on,
I,
bring
I
Jackie back.
when I saw him as number 12, I thought they were actually going to give him a new deal, but
Yeah, I was surprised. I was just like, yo, he wants to come back.
yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. He said he said on that talk spot he would love to come back, but I was like, I don't want him to come back.
Actually, I'll finish the team off and then we'll actually talk about that. So yeah, so I'll put them to. Then I'll play, as I said, Smith on the left, Saka on the right, Odegaard in the middle, and Martinelli up front. That's what I would like, but from what I know, it will be Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left, Lacazette up front. So,
yeah,
but we all can't get what we want, can we?
true. That's the thing.
But yeah, going back to the Jack Wilshere thing. That's the thing with Wilshere. It's difficult, right? Because I think as all Arsenal fans, we adore that man. Like, adore him to bits. Like, he is one of our own. But however,
sentiments aside, man, you can't do sentiments aside.
I don't think he can play in the level Arsenal are playing anymore. The fact that you went from Arsenal to West Ham to getting released by West Ham to play for Bournemouth for 6 months and then getting released by them and not being able to find a club, I think that speaks for itself. Like, would I give him a new deal? I would give him a new deal if we were in other trophies.
Yeah.
If we were in the Europa League or like the FA Cup and stuff, I'd be like, yeah, give him a new deal because we could play him in those games, but we can't. It's that simple.
That's mad. That's actually crazy. Yeah, I know. I don't want that to be happening. Like, regardless, obviously he was good for us for a couple of years, but injuries basically just ruined him, innit? Injuries has absolutely ruined him. So I'm just stay away from that as soon as possible. And we just normally tend to get carried away in terms of in terms of sentiment and all this stuff. It's just mad. Well, thanks for the memories, in it, but yeah, man, he can hopefully he find a club soon. Apparently, he's going to West Brom as well. So yeah.
Oh, he is going to West Brom.
I think he's going to West Brom under
West
Steve.
Brom love to get Arsenal rejects, don't they?
No, but still,
Kieran Gibbs. Yeah, they've got Kieran Gibbs.
Gnabry.
Oh, let's actually talk about Gnabry as well.
What's that basically? I would say my team for Wolves, actually.
Oh yeah, go for it. Sorry. Yeah.
Obviously, I put Ramsdale in goal.
Mm-hmm.
Ramsdale. Then I put Tomiyasu. He probably needs to come in. A bit of vital player. I will risk him coming back, actually. So obviously he seems to be a little bit more fitter. And then I put Ben White, and then I put Gabriel, and then left back it will be Tierney. Centre mid it will be Xhaka. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but obviously with Xhaka and Partey, I have a solid partnership as well. Then I put ESR and Cam, and then on the left I put Pepe, and then on the right I put Saka, and I put up top Lacazette.
Wait, you would drop Odegaard?
Yeah.
And Martinelli.
Martinelli, I would say I'll basically just if it doesn't go well, in terms of first 60 minutes, then I'll bring him on.
That's top. Two vital players that you're dropping.
I don't think I'm not the biggest fan of Odegaard, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of Odegaard.
I think ever since Odegaard came in, I think he gets harsh criticism. I think the problem is that because we all remember him as this 15-year-old who had all this hype, who was in the Norway starting 11, that got signed by Real Madrid, who was on an 80k wage. Everyone I think the problem is that everyone remembers all that hype. I think we're forgetting that this is still a 22-year-old who's got bags of potential still, who's actually very good on the ball. I feel like against, what was the game before Burnley? Norwich, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like against Norwich he had a quality game. I think Burnley he was a bit stale, but equally I think our just whole attack against Burnley was stale. So I feel
I mean, there's certain games that I feel like I was never ever thinking about that actually in terms of the 15-year-old hype. I was just I'm just talking about here and now. So I haven't put any expectation within him, regardless whatsoever. And I always knew he would never ever make it in Madrid. So, like, I'm not gonna put this whole expectation. Like, I feel like certain games he didn't really like. He was like a Mesut Ozil, like he kind of like ghosts in terms of like away games as well. So like, I'm not really counting. I'm not counting my chickens, but like, I feel like with ESR, like I'd rather have ESR than the like right at the camp with Lacazette. I feel like them two in the final third, they kind of work well together as well. So yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, that's I'd rather put ESR because he brings that energy as well. Like he prefers more. He's more of a number 10 than playing on the left. So and I want to put Pepe back in the team as well. I want to see because he always
You
obviously
really do like Pepe, don't you?
I mean, to be fair, he had a good African Cup of Nations, by the way, scoring like a few goals here. He had a good AFCON tournament. So, and yeah, like if you're breaking if you're hitting things with the break, if you're hitting balls on the break, then Pepe could be the guy. Could obviously he's more of a counter attacking player that I would rather use. So yeah, man. And if Martinelli, basically, if they're on the bench, obviously like two vital players, but if Martinelli is on the bench, then like, he can come on from the bench anyway to replace Lacazette. And obviously, Lacazette can't really last a full 90 minutes. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. First half. If it doesn't work out, then Martinelli comes on. Options. We have a few options there. And then what are we going to talk about? Gnabry. Yeah, apparently Gnabry is returning back as well.
Well, not necessarily returning back. He's refused the contract at Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
And he has 18 months left. So this time next year, he will be available on a free.
Yeah.
But obviously, there is a possibility in July, people will be looking to buy him. Do Arsenal put their hat in?
Brother, 100%. But I would say, like, obviously, with like, I know he didn't get a chance within us, with us. I mean, obviously, he did play a little bit well for us, but he wasn't like the main guy in our squad. But back then,
yeah.
But when he come back tonight, he's been smashing it. Like he's been smashing it. Like I would 100% take him, but obviously, like with the Bundesliga tax, that's a bit of a sticky one. But 100, obviously with Jadon Sancho, there's a lot of players that came from that league kind of flopped. Like I can't lie, so I'm just like I was a bit like very worried about it in terms of like. But if we get it for a decent fee, like how much would he like pretty much worth? Would he say?
Gnabry. Oh, I think we're looking at 80 to 100.
Year left.
Even with a year left. Yeah, but you've got to remember this is Bayern Munich, so they will look for like
a year left though. You can go on a free next
money.
summer. Huh?
Yeah, they'll still look for good. You got to remember, like even with like Alexis Sanchez, like when he had a year left on his contract, Man City bid 60 million.
That's so stupid. We could have got that. We could have easily taken that in.
And what did we get? Mkhitaryan. That's what we got. Bloody Mkhitaryan.
Legend. To be fair, he scored a banger the other day as well. He scored Alexis Sanchez scored a banger. Did you see his banger last night?
I didn't know.
What a bang against Roma. It was so bad.
I saw Giroud scored 2 goals in the Milan derby. Milan derby, sorry. Yeah, Milan derby. Yeah.
He was a Milan derby with like 75th and 78th minutes. That was mad. It's actually sick.
Yeah. Him and Ibra are proving to be a bit of a dirty partnership.
Oh, that's dirty. That's actually class. I can't lie. That's a class partnership. Got him on FIFA as well, 89 rated.
Yeah. It's quite funny, you think about it. One's won the Champions League and one hasn't.
Still, Giroud. Don't forget about Giroud, man. I can't lie. But yeah, what about you? Would you take Gnabry back, by the way?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
That'll be...
Do you remember as well? Do you remember as well? I'll say that as well. But do you remember in 2020, they were doing a Bayern Munich Zoom call training session, and he was wearing the Arsenal banana kit.
Yeah.
Like the brand new one from 2019-2020 season. He was wearing that. And even like Ozil retweeted it. It was like, oh, once a gunner, always a gunner.
Yeah.
So he loves Arsenal, and even when they smashed Tottenham 7-2,
Yeah.
where they put North London is red. When they smashed Chelsea, London is red.
I mean, to be fair, Bayern Munich is red as well, innit? You never know. But
yeah, so he's definitely thinking that. He's definitely thinking, oh, I'm Bayern Munich, and I'm gonna say North London is
I mean,
red.
to be fair, yeah, okay, fine. I would 100% take him in a heartbeat, man. I'm not gonna lie. I would 100% take him in a heartbeat. Where would he play? Would he play Cam, right wing?
No, on the left. On the left. Gnabry on the left.
Oh yeah, I feel like we need a left. We need someone on the left anyway. We need someone on the left.
Yeah, Gnabry on the left. When he cuts in as well, most of his goals come in on the left. I believe he plays more on the right. However, on the left, he's class as well. He's class on both sides, to be fair. And I really think that he will be very. I really think he'll be very good, like teaching Saka as well.
Yeah, I feel like with Saka, right? I can't like obviously coming back to the Saka topic anyway. Like with Saka, he needs someone that is a bit like more experienced. You know, he needs really as a team. We need like quite a few experienced people around the team so that we can't be asked to rely on Saka and Amos will throw time and time again. Because these players will be getting tired, man. It's just mad. Absolutely, it's just mad. And then yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like obviously, yeah, it's actually crazy, man. That's the thing. Yeah.
I really do think like if we fail to get Champions League football this season, or even if we do, no matter what, Arsenal need to hit that summer window now. You know, a midfielder, a striker, and a left mid would be really good. Not even be really good. It would be top quality that we need to bring in now. That's
absolutely,
all we can do now.
absolutely top quality, 100%. There's no excuses underneath the sun. Like, no, there's no excuses to buy like average things. Because our recruitment have been a bit shocking recently. But
yeah, no, I do think at this very moment, you know, with the way we've been playing, the way we've the one good thing is at the moment we're still fighting for top 4. That's the main thing. That is good. However, next season we need to implement ourselves as a top 4 team. And the only way to do that is summer signings. Just go in there. Just go for the best. Like we love having a young squad. We love having a young squad. Do not get me wrong. I love the fact young
absolutely.
squad and it's brilliant. But we need to go in and we need to be like, right, we need world class players that can play now. Young or old at this point. Young or old, but we need players that can play now.
Exactly.
Get us far.
Yeah, to get the game from. We need an Alexis Sanchez type-esque player, man. I can't lie. He's mad. I feel like he's one of the best. Alongside Cesc Fabregas, he's like one of the best players in the Emirates era, man.
Oh god.
I was just gonna say, like, would you ever do a starting 11 of your best Emirates era?
Oh,
that'll be mad.
I think this is the thing, right? You know, we're quite young. We're quite young, so we would have a very odd opinion because the thing is, you know, I didn't grow up. This is actually quite funny to say. Obviously, I still grew up with the likes of Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp, but they were like in my childhood, like my nursery / reception / year 1 days.
Oh, nice. You're very young.
If we're talking about days where I fully remember like watching games, we're talking
Emirates. I feel like
we're talking about Nicholas Bentner, Adebayor. We're talking about these guys. We're talking about Marouane Chamakh. Oh, Shabbat. We're talking about
I mean, to be fair, like I've seen a bit of Thierry Henry anyway. I've obviously seen like the Invincibles. Like, I can still remember the Invincibles like fully off my head. Like, but I feel like I kind of like obviously I grew up with it. I feel like I grew up in Highbury, but I feel like I spent more of my life at the Emirates in it, and I still remember the things where it's like one of the best times. I like it even as much as we didn't really like win anything. I kind of really liked it in terms of like obviously like the football that we played. the players that we kind of had. I kind of like the players actually, so I feel like I still have my starting 11 actually that for the Emirates era. I can actually say I can
Yeah.
say. And then what would you have? Do you still have like? Do you remember the players, or you can still form 11 best 11 in it?
What do you mean? Like what,
Like
from the
obviously,
Emirates
like who
era?
played at the thing era. Like obviously, I would say goalkeeper. I would say Chesney. I think Chesney's better than like Czech that we had at the Emirates. Leno.
Oh, you're talking about just the Emirates era?
Yeah, just the Emirates era, man. Because obviously, like
Oh.
it's mad, isn't it? Because I've been looking at the things that are looking at the Emirates era, like obviously other YouTube channels and stuff like that. I'm just like,
Technically, didn't Lehman play in the Emirates?
no, but I mean, but he was like later, like later, like he was there like his later career, like for like one season. But I wouldn't really like count it like him coming to the Emirates, like playing for like a year or so.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that. So I would say personally, like I'll go with my starting 11 first. Like I would say Chesney as I think over like Almunia, Fabianski, Czech, Leno.
Okay.
That's no competition because we had shit goalkeepers. I'm not gonna lie, we had shit in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually questionable though. Leno as well. Leno he is a world class keeper. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like that's the thing. Everyone's going after a signature right now.
Leno,
Yeah.
I don't think he's world class. He's a good goalkeeper, but it's not like amazing.
No, I think he's world class, in my opinion. I think the problem is he's the reason why I call him world class is because he saved us with a dog shit of a defense. He's
I mean,
managed
to
to
be fair, like
keep
yeah,
the dog
Mar
shit of a defense.
I feel like he's not a flop. He wasn't a flop signing for us. He's done bits like. Come on, Heinrich.
Yeah.
Cheese! Man like Heinrich, you know, come on.
Oi, big fan. Big boy Heinz.
Kanure. Then I would say with the right back, I would say Sanya. I would say Sanya was like over the likes of Debussy, Bellerin, and all these man. Yeah? Like who are the right backs that we have? And then centre backs, I would say I'm not the biggest fan of Koscielny though. I'm not the biggest fan, but like I still liked him. Like he, even though as much mistakes that he made, like I still liked him. I said Koscielny. Then who else could I put in? Actually, Gabriel. I'll put Gabriel there. Yeah,
Gabriel.
because we didn't have that much. Okay, yeah, no. Oh yeah, Colo Torre. Sorry. Torre and Koscielny. My bad. I did not see that. My bad. Yeah, I don't think we had like that much of a centre back stuff in it.
Yeah, not if you want Mikel Sylvester in that team.
Oh, nice. Esquilaci.
Oh God.
And then left back, I would say Gal Clichy. I think Gal Clichy, Tierney. Sorry about that. I will say Gal Clichy. He's a baller, bro. I loved him.
Gal Clichy.
Oh, Gal Clichy, Monreal, Kieran Gibbs. You know, I would say.
God, do you know what? I loved Monreal, man. I loved Monreal. To this day, I wish we didn't let him go.
Monreal, yeah, he's so underrated. He always guaranteed. He was always giving us 7 out of 10 performances, man.
Yeah, but the thing is that Gal Clichy, you can't deny it. He's now a Premier League winner, so it has to be Gal Clichy, isn't it?
Gal Clichy, that would be a tough choice, by the way. Like in this thing, centre mids. Centre mids. I don't think we have like a holding midfielder, like like with Diaby,
Santi Cazorla.
Yeah, obviously Santi Cazorla, like like a proper like a big guy. Like there's Alex Song, but Alex Song, Seth Fabregas, obviously Seth Fabregas, I have to go in there. Jack Wilshere, Diaby.
What formation are you playing?
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1. Okay, so Santi has to take one position.
Would you say Aaron Ramsey as well?
Oh.
For 2 cup finals, 2 cup final goals. Would you say that? Like obviously, but I would personally go like Fabregas, Cazorla, and then I put Ozil on the cam because I love Ozil. Yeah, here and there. On the left and the right, yeah. On the who else was at the left? Left is obviously hands down. I would say. Oh shit!
Obviously. Oh shit!
Yeah, I can't. Yeah,
Sanchez.
Sanchez is there. Sanchez, Who was playing in the left actually? Javinho. I'm joking. I'm joking. Who was that left? Who was playing on the left? Sanchez was there. Like Sanchez, like sticks
We
out of
had
my mind.
Podolski.
Podolski, few other man. I put Sanchez, and I put a right wing. You know, to be fair, like, it might sound controversial in it, but like, Walcott could be a shout in it.
I was actually thinking that in my head.
Yo,
I was like, you know
Walcott
what?
could be a shout. The
He
amount of
is.
goals that he's been scored, like he was being a bit like, I like it. To
I'll
be
tell you
fair,
what.
like, I really like it.
2012-2013 season. That was the season of it, like where he peaked. Like I remember that, was it the hat trick against Newcastle, the game against Reading? Like he did wonders that season.
That's mad. I can't lie. That's actually, yeah. I actually quite liked Walcott. I'm not gonna lie. I really like it. He scored goals in it, so like, even though he's like, it was more one-dimensional. So I would say Sanchez. I need to put Oba on the right. I can't lie. I have no choice. I want to put Oba and Van Persie.
Van Persie, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously Chesney, Sanya, Kashani, Toure, Clichy. Then I put Santi Cazorla, Fabregas, Özil, and then I put Sanchez, Aubameyang, and Van Persie. Yeah. What about you? That's
I think
alright.
you said it.
Huh?
I think you said it. I think like, I don't know. I don't think I would change many people there. God, the Emirates era with that. I'm just trying to think of players that I would replace because at the moment I don't really see myself replacing any of those players.
Yeah.
That's the thing. God, yeah.
That's mad, isn't it? I can't lie. He's actually sick. When you think about it, he's actually sick. I like that. It's like you have like so many. As much as we haven't won the Premier League in that Emirates era, but you still have that players that you really liked.
I think that's the thing, right? You do have those certain players like, we are forgetting players like, Thomas Vermaelen. We're forgetting like Mertesacker as well.
I feel like he's better than Kashani, but he's more of an injury problem guy. Like he's so injury prone. That's why I couldn't really put him. But I feel like I would put him if he played a lot of games, then I would have put 100% put him ahead of Kashani. And it's just mad. Like I really liked it. Like yeah, so you have no other things. Like so you basically agree the same thing.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think Per Mertesacker as well.
Yeah, you could fit in Per Mertesacker. A lot of people.
I don't know though.
I think that Mertesacker and Toure could work, innit? Because Toure was quick.
Yeah.
He was quick, and then Mertesacker could stay behind. Like obviously, he has the brain to stay. As much as he doesn't have the pace, he can read the game more. You feel what I mean?
Yeah.
That's mad.
It's weird. I actually can't think of any. There's Oxlade-Chamberlain. There's Jack Wilshere.
I don't think there's like a big gap anyway. So like we have like a few things. There's like a few golfs that we have like pretty much of a decent players anyway. So and then and also like obviously Oba's leaving at the moment. Like obviously like that's one of the reasons why we kind of like we had to put him there. He could be one of the Emirates legends. Like he did a lot for the club for the last 3 seasons. Would he ever class him as a legend at the Emirates?
As a legend,
I can't class him as a legend personally, but it's like at the Emirates era, he has been a big player, right? Obviously.
Yeah, no, of course. You got to think of it. You got to think of it in this way. We've been at the Emirates for what, 16 years now?
Yeah.
I believe it's 16. Is it 16 years?
Yeah, 2006.
Yeah,
16 years. You're just around that time.
In 4 of those years, Aubameyang played under us. He won the FA Cup as club captain.
Yeah.
In the global pandemic, no less. So, I'd say, because at the end of the day, you got to remember, the 14th FA Cup is a big FA Cup, and people are going to look at who.
Absolutely, you can't deny that.
Who really brought that cup to Arsenal? It'll be Aubameyang. It was him. He scored 2 against City, 2 against Chelsea, and now he's back. Well, sorry, he's a legend, I'd say. So
Yeah, he would say one of the legends. Yeah, like I would say one of the. He's not a legend, but I will say like one of the big fan favorites. Like he's up there, but like just not like obviously he's only been there for like a little while, but yeah, we'll see in it. But yeah, I would say he's like obviously like a part of an Emirates legend, like Ramsey. Like obviously honorable mention will be Ramsey. Put a little bit of Fabregas there. Did a lot for the club, won a few cups here and there.
yeah, I think you also have to look at the time they've been at the club as well.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like Aubameyang had been there for like 3.5, 4 years. It's 4 years, isn't it? Exactly 4 years.
Like full 4 years, yeah, full 4 years.
It felt quick, I can still remember like when he first signed as well.
Yeah, I was like, yes, Aubameyang, man, like Aubameyang at Arsenal, and now he's gone.
It's gone, man. Unlucky, man. Fair play to him, man. Good luck with him in Barca. But yeah, we move on with that subject, man. But yeah, obviously, with obviously the game, obviously that's coming up tomorrow. What would be your ideal score? What's your prediction going to be like?
I was literally going to say the same thing. Man, we've been in sync today. It's weird. Right, tomorrow. Again, all depends on how we play. My ideal score at the moment would be a solid 2-0 win to Arsenal. But if it all goes wrong, 2-1 to Wolves.
2-1 to Wolves.
Yeah, but I can see it being either 2-0 or 3-1 to Arsenal.
I would say 3-1.
If you told me to submit a score for sure, I would say at the moment 2-0. What about you?
I'm not really that confident. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not that confident, to be fair. Because Wolves are such a difficult team, man. They don't really score as much. They don't really score as many goals as they can. But I would say I would have a feeling if the players should be refreshed by now. The players should be refreshed by now, and obviously, like it's really important to look at the results like right behind you as well. Right beside you, obviously Tottenham's winning 2-1 at the moment.
Are they winning 2-1?
Yeah. Bednarek scored and then Son scored as well. Apparently they're being shocking at the moment. They're playing. Southampton played really well. 19 shots and 7 on target, and then compared to Spurs 6 and 3. That's mad. But yeah, they are mad. Another one. I think it's crazy. Yeah, but still, like things are depends on the things around us. There's a little bit more pressure. United dropped points, so West Ham's about 1, so it's our turn just to be winning. So when it comes to that point, I think that's when I'm like not confident at all because we don't really capitalize in that thing.
Yeah,
so we must capitalize, and then but like however, I do have a little bit of feeling that we can.
Oh wow! I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but Southampton have literally just scored.
Yes, come on,
it's 2-2.
Come on, man, 2-2, yeah.
It's 2-2, yeah. They've literally just scored.
Boy. Hey, Lucy. What channel is it? Is it BT, yeah?
I don't know. I don't know. It literally just came up on my notifications that Southampton just scored.
Fair enough, man. Okay, fair enough. That's a big. I mean, to be fair, they're gonna. Yeah, even then when they drop points as well, so that's basically even more pressure than us. So, I would say my heart says, like, I would say as an Arsenal fan, I always want my team to win. So, I would possibly say 1-0 to Arsenal, but at the same time, I wouldn't be shocked. Now, I'm not really that confident within the team. Obviously, how the team's playing at the moment. So, I would expect the lads to be refreshed and everything like that. But I'm not really as confident because we've seen this so many times, and then we don't really have a good record against Wolves. So I would say I could see a 1-0 win to us, like personally, but I could see a 1-0 loss towards us anyway. So yeah, that's all I'm saying, man. So yeah, man. Anyways, man. So yeah, that's basically comes to the end of our podcast, isn't it? So it's been good having you, man. The J&J Gunners podcast, man. Keep on rocking. Thank you very much for the viewers, everyone who view the channel. May God bless you. Have a nice one. You know what, man? Thank you very much for everything, man. Yeah.
No.
How did you find it, Joe?
Yeah, bro. You know what? I think we've covered up the Wolves game. I think we've covered up a few more things. Before we go, Kurt Zuma.
Yes.
Kurt,
Another one.
Kurt
Prison
Moses.
FC, NSPCC FC, man. They're local
Bro,
derby, man. Come on. That is mad.
what,
that
what
is
is going on, man?
this guy is
What is
these footballers are going out of hand, man. Every week is a different story, man. Last week was Greenwood, this week has been Kurt Zuma, man. That is mad. I can't lie.
Why?
He's
Why?
no need in it. He's so tapped, but there's no need. I was like, what the? I wasn't even angry. I was just like, what the hell? What the fuck is this, bruv? I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
the thing. I wasn't actually angry. I was more like, you're a weirdo. You're genuinely a weirdo. It's your own pet. Why would you kick your? It's like kicking your own kid. Like, genuinely, like you're a bit of an idiot. Like, why do people like just want to post everything they see on social media nowadays? Like,
yeah,
it's just absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, 3-2 Southampton.
No way. Don't lie to me. If you lie to me right now, we're gonna have a. Oh my god, it's 3-2.
Shay Adams,
It's actually 3-2.
Yes, Shay Adams. Come on.
Mate, I'll tell you what, Che Adams, very underrated.
He's such a baller, bro. He's actually a baller, man. But yeah, going back to that, man, because social media, yeah, I mean, like he's so tapped, like honestly, but like obviously, there's his sponsorship deals like with Nike and Adidas basically just kind of gone down the roof. It's mad. I feel like, but at the same time, I feel like, oh, why can't they do the same thing with racism? In it, I was like, it's just double standards, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, he deserves it. But at the same time, they should have put a bit more effort in terms of racism. But that's for another day. That I can't be asked to talk about that. So yeah.
That's the thing. I believe he's been fined 2 weeks' wages, Zuma, and he's also his cat's been taken by the RSPCA.
That's crazy.
So I mean, rightfully so. Like, of course, it's going to be taken, but you know, here's what it is, man. Like Zuma, I know this is going to sound really controversial, and it's going to sound very like it's just going to sound really bad. But I'm kind of glad it hasn't ruined his football career, because the thing is, Zuma's a quality defender. Like,
I mean, he played last night, though. To be fair.
Yeah, that's the thing. So it hasn't ruined his career. He's still going to be playing, but obviously he's an idiot for what he did. But nevertheless, it's like the thing is, you hate to see players like Zuma or like even Greenwood. Like, I hate that guy to shreds now. Like, I despise him as a man now. I despise Greenwood as a man. But to see a young quality footballer like that, I mean, ruin his career.
I wouldn't say like it's controversial, but it's just like, yeah, I would like I couldn't. I'm not the place to judge it with other people in terms of animal cruelty and like, you know, with the Greenwood situation. It's just like both are like fucked up, but I'm just like, boy, both of them are fucked up. But you know what? Yeah, it was going mad, absolutely mad these days, man. But still,
like footballers are just they spent too much time indoors. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Lockdown screwed them up. Get them back out. Man. Don't worry, man. Lockdown. COVID rules are going to end soon, so
yeah.
I'll have to go back out.
You might as well. But anyways, man, I leave you guys to it, man. Yeah. Anyways, good speaking to you, Joel. And the episode 2 has been completed. Thank you very much for coming on. Take care. God bless. Please do subscribe to the J&J Gunners podcast, man. We need your support and we need your love, man. Please like, share, and please like and share the content as well. Much love, people.
Turn on notifications. Turn it on.
Jeez. I'm out, man. Bless. End podcast.